We were misleading the people of Nashville.
Tonight, a former Titans insider is blowing the whistle on what he says were the team's questionable ticket practices. That former employee claims team officials were so desperate to sell out games, they gave some fans special deals that weren't offered to longtime season ticket holders.
But the Titans argue the man just doesn't know what he's talking about. He spoke exclusively to News Channel 5 chief investigative reporter Phil Williams.
Now, this former Titans employee came forward after our investigation recently revealed how the Titans went into business with a professional ticket scalper, all part of that effort to be able to claim that the team's games were sellouts. At the request of his current employer, he asked us not to reveal his identity.
I feel for the people in Nashville. I feel for the current PSL holders. And at the end of the day, I feel it's important for the people in Nashville to know what actually went on.
This man once had a front row seat inside the Titans ticket office during what the team has now admitted was a troubled period.
Overall, I would say it was a good experience.
Did you feel good about what you did?
I can't honestly sit here and tell you, yes, I felt good about what I was doing.
Part of his concerns, the former insider says, were those permanent seat licenses that the original Titans fans bought, paying hundreds and thousands of dollars to help finance the stadium.
Looking, steps up.
Through some dismal years on the field and a downturn in the economy, those fans were told that if they did not continue to buy season tickets year after year, they would lose the investments in those PSLs. For the ticket office, it was leverage.
And if you don't pay your tickets before the season starts, your PSL is going to be canceled.
Blitz. Oh boy. Sack.
But the team became so desperate to sell out games, the insider says ticket office employees were instructed to start offering to reinstate PSLs for some fans, even if they bought tickets to just a few games where tickets were hard to sell.
You had to buy at least 2 games, and we would reinstate the PSL for that non-paying PSL holder at no charge.
And he had the documentation
PSLR
for the PSL reinstatements
PSLR 4
to support his claims.
So they could get away with just buying 2 games
and get their PSL license back that they had lost 4 or 5 years ago.
That's a heck of a deal.
Absolutely.
And remember how the Titans own PSL transfer form asks fans if they are selling to a ticket seller or broker, claiming the right to prohibit fans from engaging in any such transfer themselves.
One of the biggest folks that took us up on the offer, we reinstated $40,000 in PSL credit for a broker.
For a broker?
They just wanted to sell the tickets to the game to maintain the sellout streak.
We had problems in our ticket office.
Interim Titans president Steve Underwood, who recently admitted to the Nashville Sports Authority that there were problems that resulted in the team cleaning house inside the ticket office, was not with the Titans when the insider worked there. Still, Underwood suggested in a statement that the team was only trying to find ways to help fans and get them back as paying customers. He said, "Our choice in these circumstances is to force a longtime customer to pay another PSL fee or work with them to reinstate their old account," adding, "Working something out seems more reasonable to us than the financial gouging your source apparently suggests." But News Channel 5 Investigates has heard from other fans who say the team refused to work with them during hard times. On top of that, the former insider says that when longtime season ticket holders would call asking about upgrading to prime seats in the lower bowl of the stadium,
we would tell them we didn't have PSLs available in the lower bowl when I was looking at seats. Thousands of them available.
Thousands?
Thousands.
So why would they say that?
To maintain the value and the illusion that, hey, it's hard to get.
In fact, many of those were prime seats that often ended up in the hands of opposing fans. How that happened, he says, was a closely guarded secret.
A lot of them were the first several rows right behind the benches. They were reserved in the hold class for people in upper management, and we never actually saw who purchased those tickets or where they went.
Could those have gone to brokers?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
But the Titans president said the team maintains house tickets that have never been associated with or sold with a PSL. He said these seats are held for our own needs and always have been. He added, sale of these house account tickets to or through a broker is and would have been a violation of our policies. Still, this former insider believes the old management simply lost sight of the goal.
The team lost sight of the fact of who was filling the seats right now in an attempt to keep the sellout streak going.
Now, the interim Titans president says he has no reason to believe that any of those house tickets ended up in the hands of any professional ticket scalper. Still, multiple sources have confirmed that the team did use its access to tickets to help out a broker out of Boca Raton to help him make money off of Titans games under the agreement that he would use a portion of his profits to buy tickets to hard-to-sell games. It was all part of that effort to keep the sellout streak alive.
Phil, I would imagine Steve Underwood's not happy with this former employee.
That is an understatement. On one hand, Mr. Underwood himself has admitted there were problems inside the ticket office, but he's really upset that the former employee showed us that documentation, which Underwood says the former employee had no right to take. In fact, he calls it a theft of Titans property, and he's now threatening legal action against the man.
And of course, if that happens, you'll be right on top of it.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Phil.